What's up, you lot? I ain't posted on this channel for a long time, so I'm sorry about that if you're disgruntled. And I'm going to warn you now, this is a pre-warning. What's that poking up there? That's got the handle poking up. This is a pre-warning that if you're expecting this to be a good video, and by good I mean if you're expecting it to be like an action one where we're going around fields, zipping around and all that, it ain't nothing like that, this video. This video is going to be, it's inspired by one of my subscribers on my other channel has gone and bought himself in a boot sale an old RC car, and he doesn't know nothing about it, and obviously I'm helping him out over like messaging and things. And I thought to myself, well, what I can do is I might as well just go and make a video, because I've got the same car, right? So I thought I'd just make a video of the one I've got, and it'll help him, but it'll also help anybody else that may need, you know, help with that car, you know. So if they just search it on the old YouTube and they can get that help as well. So that's the plan anyway. So, you know, if you just don't watch this video if you ain't prepared to sit and just watch something that you already know, because, you know, if you're subscribed to this channel you probably already know everything about Nitro cars anyway. But there you go. So that's what it's all about anyway. I thought to myself, well, I could just tell him, and I thought, well, you know, I could help other people. Other people might want to know a few things. A lot of you that are subscribed to this channel will know everything that I'm going to be talking about, because you know what you're doing. But there may be some people that don't know what they're doing, and there may be some people that want some information. So, you know, what's the harm in making a little video? If you don't like it, don't watch it. Now this, what was in this? What's in here then? Welding, tungstens. Okay. I didn't know they were in there. We can get rid of that for the time being then, can't we? Like that. Get rid of it. We'll put that over here. Other projects, they're on the other channel. Anyway, I found one of the wheels. One of the wheels is over there for that car. I didn't know I had the wheels. I got one. There's one wheel there. But other than that, this is a car that I had to build. This was a magazine series. I may have even done a video on this actually. I'm not entirely sure if I've done a video on it or not. But it was a magazine series, and you had to build it. And you know, you got, I think it must have been around the year 2000. I was quite young actually. And I think it was around the year 2000 when it was happening. And it was a magazine series. I think they still do them now, but for like coin collections and bits and bobs. But this was a magazine series, and each month you got a new magazine and you got a new part. Sometimes you'd get just a wheel nut, or you'd get a screw, or something stupid like that. But then sometimes you get good things, like the engine come in one lump. I thought the engine would come in little bits and bobs, but it didn't come in one lump, and it was quite good. I enjoyed building it. Oh, hold on a minute, I might have lied. I lied to you all. There it is. That's the transmitter. Oh, I've nicked the telescopic aerial out of it by the looks of things. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. I've got batteries in there. Nah, it was too light for batteries. I've also nicked the crystals out the back of it. I wonder what crystal it had in it, I can't remember. 27 megahertz apparently. Yeah, oh, the bottom's missing out of it as well. Yeah, I think I dropped it a few times as well. Yeah, I mean, back when I was doing all these RC cars, I was a little bit rough, I think, you know. The battery holder's missing. That's something that he needs, the old two-wheeled wheel. This is the main reason I'm doing this video. Like I said, I'm doing it for him, so that he can have a look at and see what it's all about. But, you know, if it helps anyone else, I'm happy days, you know what I mean? It's all good, isn't it, eh? So we need a battery holder. I was going to try and get this running, but I think I might just sell it a bit for parts, man. I might just sell it for parts, because I don't want it, do I? What do I want it for? It's good. If it worked, it'd be good memories to say that I built this. I did build this whole lot. The whole lot I had to build it. But because it was a magazine series, I think it's bloody expensive, you know that? I think it comes to about £700 altogether, which is a lot of money for something so crap like this, but there you go. At least it's metal base thingy. Yeah, I think them drive shafts out for some reason. Don't know where the wheels have gone. Yeah, filter, and let's go. Up. There we go, look. That's how old it is, and that's how long it's been sitting there. The air filter. What happens with spongy air filters when they get old? They start to perish, and this one is perishing. You can see where it's all just falling apart. There we go. So that's no good. If I was to run this, I'd need to buy a new air filter. Because if I'd have started that up like that, it probably would have started to suck bits in, and then that wouldn't have been any good. So you need a decent air filter. Yeah, it's all got stuck around the outside. I never did like these little ones anyway. I always had a thing with a bit of a pipe on them. I always ran these type of air filters up here, but you have another bit of foam what goes on the outside, and that's what I always ran. But we've got decent engines up here. We've been sitting up there for a long time. We've got cobwebs around and all kinds of stuff. Oh, we've got that one up there as well. Look at that one. I'll have to get that one done at some point. Oh mate, that's your drift car. Oh, kind of miss using that. Let's just have a look to see what we got. Now because this is quite old school, this is better if you ask me, because the old 2 point whatever they are gigahertz things ain't no good, man. I never did like them. You know, I'd nick the crystals out of this. It's only a 3-channel receiver. I'd nick the crystal out of it and all. Now these older ones had crystals. Now I haven't got one to demonstrate with, unfortunately, but there are a little thing in here, and that determines what radio frequency that you're on. So you would change the crystals depending on where you were, and if you've got other people on the same frequency as you, then you would change the crystal to a different frequency, and then you wouldn't interfere with each other, and your car wouldn't shoot off with their one, etc. Things like that. But I've nicked these ones. I think it had red. I think it had 27.3 or something megahertz in it. I don't know, I can't remember. But that's that. So you got that goes in there like that. You got your battery pack, which hooks onto here, which then goes around to your switch, which is there. There's your little switch, look. Hello, hello. Battery pack goes on there, like that. Put 4 batteries in there, and you ding. And then you put that up there. This is your aerial. That's snapped off, that one there. Well, that's your aerial, goes up there like that. And then you'd have your bit of tubing on there. Sort of go along like that. I always did like it. I don't know why. I liked it. I think it looked nice. When you have your tubing up to there and you have your bit of aerial flapping around there. A lot of people didn't like that and they just chopped the end of it off, but nope, not me. I liked it flat. Around there like that, and that goes like that, you see, like that. And that goes in there like that, and that goes up there like that, and that goes boom like that. Sweet. So I'll put that back in there so I don't, well, it doesn't matter if I lose it really, does it, let's be honest. So let's put that back in there just in case I don't get no rubbish going there like that. There we go. That's actually got good compression. It's got really good compression, I think. This engine, man, I never ragged the engine. It's got compression. I never ragged the engine, I ran it all in properly and everything. It's got plenty of gel in there, so if you like a bit of gel, there's plenty in there. So that's something you've got to look out for. You should always run them out of fuel, otherwise they gel up and then you have to get all the gel out again. I bet this is full of gel. There's full of gel in there, look, that's full of it. That's like gel heaven, that is in there. It's like gel country. Push the gel through, come on. No, it's all good, man. It's just a nice old car. As far as I remember, it did come with, it had a really rubbishy glow starter. Now I've got plenty of glow starters here. This is an old, oh, this one's well old, this one is. I think this is one of the first ones. I'll tell you the first one I ever had, this one came with the Savage. This came with the Savage 21 that I bought. Oh man, what year was that have been? That must have been about the year 2000 or so, 1999. My years may be well out, I'm not sure, but I know it was a long time ago. And first ever glow starter come with the Savage. And then I got this one. This one's bloody old. I don't reckon any of these will hold any charge anymore. I was going to try and get this to start up, but after I saw all the gel that was in there and all that, and I haven't got time today, man. I've got plenty of other things to be doing, too many other things. I've got fuel lines to be doing, I've got petrol tanks to be putting in the car, and it's just, it's a crazy old time at the minute. The old drone is broken, that's not ever going to work again, probably. I've got a load of old vintage suitcases to restore. It's a crazy old time. But I may have a look at this and get this going. I know I say it in every video. You lot must be getting fed up. You lot must be thinking, oh blimey, every time you make a video, you keep going. You're going to get this going, you're going to get that going, but you never do. I know I never do. It's because I have too many ambitions I have too many things. I find stuff and I say to myself, I'm going to get that going. And I get really inspirational about doing it. And then just life and other things just, you know, take priority and get in the way. And then I don't ever do it. That's the reason why I didn't do any sort of RC cariness over the summer. Completely wasted the summer, really. But yeah, that's the way that goes. One day, you know what? If I ever win the lottery, it's just going to be like RC crazy. I'm going to have like a massive garden. No, we're going too far now. Going too far into the, you know, into the wishful thinking, do you know? But you know what? Every time I get like one of these old cars out, it brings back so many memories from like my childhood. Because tell you what, it was before I was only just a teenager when I started getting it. I probably wasn't even a teenager. I must have been about, I don't know, 10 or so when I got my first Nitro car, the Savage. And you know, it's just that brings back a lot of memories. Gets me very excited, very excited. I like this kind of stuff, you know. I used to walk around the streets with my backpack on with fuel on. I had my transmitter in my hand, and I used to be going, you know, the Nitro car was going up and down the streets in front of me. I used to walk around everywhere, around the town. I used to go everywhere with this car. You know, I had the fuel in my backpack, I had a little toolbox in my backpack, and that was it. I was off walking. I used to go everywhere with it. And yeah, that was good fun, that was. But anyway, this is what we've got. We've got this car here, and yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. That's where the battery pack's supposed to go. That's where your pull start there and all that rubbish, and your engine and all that. These were prone to breaking because they weren't very good. If you can find one that hasn't broken, you're all very lucky indeed, because they're a magazine series. They weren't aimed at hardcore sort of RC enthusiasts, because they could just go out and buy one or build one themselves for less money. This was a magazine series, as always, where they exploit ordinary people. So they'd do the advertisement on the television, and they'd be like, this is a car with an engine on it, and the engine's really small and all this and that. People would be like, wow, that'll be good to build. But they don't do any research, and they don't realise that they could just go and buy a box, you know, like one that you build from a shop for a lot less money. So that's the way that it went, and the quality was really bad, and it is really bad. Kyosho is never good. Even if you bought one really made from a proper RC shop, Kyosho would be rubbish anyway. HPI is the way to go, my friends. But that's well out of the point now, well out of the point. So if any of you actually have one of these, and I'm not saying I'm an expert, I'm definitely not, but if any of you have one of these cars, or you have any questions about Nitro engines, Nitro cars, anything at all, just ask me the question. There's no harm in asking. I may be able to help, I may not be able to help, but I'll definitely do my best to help anybody out at all. You know, so there we go. Well, I hope that wasn't too boring for you lot, like I keep saying, you know, because it's not that I feel bad about not uploading, I kind of do, but it's the fact that I'd love to just do a lot of RC car stuff, but like I keep saying, you know, it's just too much stuff in the way of it, you know. I've got real life cars that need to be fixed and working, and they're more important than fixing a little RC car and buzzing around the field or something, you know. So, but I hope that was of some help to you. You know, it is a nice little car when it works. I didn't really get to enjoy it that much, to tell you the truth. Like I said, you know, it broke on the second go that I was buzzing up and down the road with it. The old diff down there stripped out. So, but you know, I hope that, you know, because I'm uploading this on a Sunday. Well, yeah, it's definitely a Sunday today. I'm going to upload it straight away. So, if you're bored on a Sunday evening, maybe this was something for you to watch. A bit more interesting than probably sitting down and eating biscuits. Although you'd probably sit down, watch this, and eat biscuits. But there you go.